friends. This is Katie Carney from Katie's Stitching, and this is my floss tube number 21, and it is the 26th of April. It's a Sunday, and it is early in the morning on another rainy day in Scranton, Pennsylvania. We seem to always have rain here. I hope you all are well. I did not film last week. I felt like I didn't have anything to show, for one thing, although I did do a lot of stitching. And then I just kind of had I have trouble on Sundays my entire life. I get the end of the weekend blues, and then I have some anxiety on Sundays, probably because of the beginning of the work week. And it kind of all settles in on you. So anyway, I'm here today. I missed you all, and I hope that you are doing well. In Scranton, spring has sprung, the flowers are up, my allergies are out, it's raining every day like it always does here this time of year. Lots of wind, and it's nice to still be at home. Our stay-at-home order was extended until at least May 8th. So there's two hot spots in Pennsylvania, northeastern and southeastern, and I live in northeastern Pennsylvania. And our governor put out a 6-step plan for getting Pennsylvania back to work. And right now we are in the red zone. And when you go into the yellow zone, the stay-at-home order is technically lifted, although you're still supposed to work at home and all that stuff. We are in northeastern Pennsylvania, definitely still in the red zone, and I don't see it ending anytime soon. But there are parts of the state that only have 5 or 6 cases in their counties, and I think that they will be lifted sooner than we are, which is fine. I mean, it is what it is, there's no sense complaining about it. I look forward to the yellow zone because Mark will be able to come over, and I do miss him. But I was hoping that I would be back in the office in May, and that's definitely not looking like it's going to happen. So maybe in June. I've called the company ABM that owns the parking garage I park in, and I had called them and left a message, and I was like, hey, I'm not going to use my parking spot. I'm going to defer for a month. And I got a bill for April and May, and I called them again, and I was like, listen, I'm not paying this. I haven't parked in the garage since the 12th of March. I paid $110 or something for the month of March, and I didn't park there. So I'm definitely not paying when I can't even drive my car. So I'm assuming they're just not in the office, and that's why they're not calling me back, and the bills are just being sent anyway, but I'm not paying it. So big news on my work front. I think you guys, if you watch these, remember that at the end of January, beginning of February, I went to Washington State, and that was for a pre-conference planning meeting. I was there for a couple days, and we were just working on our 53rd annual conference, and that was scheduled to be the last week of October. Our conference is very large. We have anywhere between 500 and 800 people, winos from around the world. And Washington was where the COVID-19 first came into the United States in January. It was already there when I was there. I was concerned about it then. And our membership is based in the Northeast. We have members all over the country and some worldwide, but in particular, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Virginia, places that have a lot of cases, particularly New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. We have over 40,000 in Pennsylvania. I think New Jersey has close to 100, and then we all know what's going on in New York. So my boss called me a couple weeks ago, and I had already been thinking, I had said to him, and he was like, you're crazy. We're not going to get a lot of people. People are afraid to travel. I don't see it happening this year like we're used to. And he called me a couple weeks ago, and he was like, so what do you think about canceling conference? And I was like, probably not a bad idea. So it's very sad. The decision was made by the board of directors, the conference committee, my boss, myself. the person who runs the conference, to move it. We've rescheduled the Washington conference for 2022. The hotel was willing to work with us. They really didn't have much of a choice. We weren't coming. And then next year we'll be in Atlantic City, which was already scheduled. We really want our Washington conference to be a like slam dunk. So by having all these people the people who go to conference living where COVID-19 is like centered right now, one, they don't want to fly. Seniors don't want to fly right now. And I don't blame them. I don't particularly want to fly. Any of our younger members, a lot of them have lost their jobs. How do we ask them to spend $500 to go to a conference? How do we ask sponsors? It's for the best. But that finally came out on Friday. So it's been a big, crazy week for the American Wine Society. And I realize that you guys really don't care about that. But all I have right now is my grandmother and my work. And our 3,000 piece puzzle is slowly but surely coming along. I think I'm going to take a little video of her and the puzzle, and I'll post that as like a Flosstube extra. I think that'll be fun. She's doing well still. She went out on the front porch this week for about 10 minutes. So that was, we call it airing the fra when we take her outside. But it's been so cold that she really hasn't wanted to go out. We're still doing takeout on Fridays, which has been really, really great. It gives me a break from cooking, and I like to eat out, so. Anyway, we're 6-7 minutes in. I guess I should shut up and talk about stitching. So Wednesday or Thursday, I had like a fine day at work. Like nothing bad happened, but I was just really tired all day long, and I had like no desire to do anything, and I just wanted to be in my bed, but I also wanted to stitch. So I decided to start a new project, and it's one of the haul that I showed you last time. It was a kitted project. I love things that come to me all ready to go. So this is by Shakespeare's Peddler. It's Basket of Eggs. There we go. So it came with the called for weeks, but it was kitted by Kitten Stitcher. And that's wonderful. Shop owners, if you're kitting projects for people, and obviously I just got like a single thread, I need you to put the name of the thread on it, because I was just guessing. So like some of these colors might be, there were 3 browns and 2 of them were very, very close, and I definitely just guessed. I had no idea. So shop owners, if you ever happen to watch my Flosstube, if you are going to do something like that, putting the name of the floss would be super duper helpful, like extra super duper helpful. For me at least. I don't know about for anybody else. But anyway, I started this on Wednesday. No, I didn't. Wednesday or Thursday. I started it at some point. And then I guess Wednesday, and I didn't get a ton done because I was literally stitching in bed in hand, and the light in my bedroom is not great, but it was fine. And then I worked on it a little bit on Thursday, and then Friday I took half a vacation day. I've been doing that on Friday payday. So I stitched for a couple hours with the beginning of 24 hours of cross stitch. It's now Sunday at 11 a.m. and I am 16 hours in. I don't know if I'm going to finish. I decided that recording a floss tube and cutting some fabric would be more fun. But I'm close. I usually get somewhere between around 22 hours, and I'm sure I'll do that today. So anyway, I did finish this Saturday morning. So there is that. There are supposed to be here and here 2 like random circles. I have no idea what they're for. I left them off. I didn't think it needed them. I want to put this in a small frame. I have to go up the attic and see if we have anything. And then if not, it'll just have to wait until the quarantine is lifted. But it is cute and it's very on brand for me. I love eggs. I eat them every morning. And then I get them from a farmer friend of mine. So Definitely on brand. So that is a finished object. YouTube, use this as my picture, okay? Thanks. So eggies. So that's my finished, one of my finished objects actually. So, ooh, just dropping projects. It's all fine. Everything's fine. So I think I showed you last time on my gingerbread village that I had started this house. And finally finished it. So this took forever. It felt like it took forever. I don't know if it actually took forever. But it is this one. There we go. There's a lot of white in this one, and it felt like every time I thought I was done the white that I wasn't. And then I started filling in the brown, and I thought that was going to take like an afternoon. It took me 3 days. I don't know if it's because I wasn't stitching very fast because I didn't want to or what, but this was rough. So I have 3 more of these, and I am so ready for this project to be done. So ready. But 3 more and then it'll be done, and I feel like that it's quite an accomplishment. And I have to tell you, it's just so fascinating and fun for me to look at like my first row, which I started with 24 hours of cross stitch in maybe September. I think I started this in August or September with the 24 hours of cross stitch, and I did the first, I might have done the first 2 houses that weekend, and how far my stitching has come. So anyway, Gingerbread Village, Country Cottage Needleworks. So the finished project is going to look like this. And I just finished this house. And next up, I actually think this is really cute, but it's more white. And I think I'm going to run out of white. I think I'm going to have to put this away until I can get more of the blanc. That's the next one. I think that, like I said, I think the roof is really pretty. I think it's going to give me a lot of problems. And there's a lot of snowflakes, but almost done. Almost done. And I was gonna do the gingerbread, or not the gingerbread, the next, but I think I'm gonna start Kringles next because I think I need a break from snowflakes and trees. And then my other whip, this is my Easter Sunday start. So this is, I think it's Pavane, I don't know, from Long Dog. So I told you guys how much I love this. And it says, turn your face to the sun and the shadows fall behind you, which, as I've said, for this time, it is simply perfect. There it is. Oh, I think it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty, but there's a lot going on in there. I worked on that for like 6 days until I ran out of the first hank of DMC. And then I picked up the Gingerbread Village and I finished the Gingerbread Village house. And then I picked up the eggs in a basket and finished that. And then I picked Pavane back up. And I worked on that for 8 or 9 hours of the, oh God, that's a lot, of the 24 hours. No, I did my first 7 hours on Friday. And then I finished the eggs Saturday morning. I stitch so slowly in hand, it's kind of scary. And I know why. Wow, really slow when I stitch in hand. Much faster when I use a frame or a Q-snap. Anyway, I think this is like 5 hours of work. So when I picked this up, I had up to here done. So I did this, these two, this, but I think I have to rip some of this out. And then these. I don't love doing these. I have to rip them out a lot. And luckily I noticed, where's the pattern? As I was reading the actual pattern, that the first 12 go one way and the other 12, probably can't see, go the other way. So now I've done the first 12 of these, so I must be halfway. This must be the halfway mark. And now I have to start going the other way. But I did finish the first page, and I have started the second. But like half of, I think from here, yeah, from here down is the fourth page, and then from here over is the fourth page. But Shiloh, Cross Stitch MD on here and on Instagram, I asked her and she said she does one page at a time, but she does motifs. And that's what I was kind of doing. I like to I keep my patterns on my project. So like now the pattern is here because I'm working up here. So I fold it so that I can only see what, like anything white is covered up. So the pattern is as small as it can be, but it's right next to where I'm stitching. And I have found that very helpful. I love this project. I love that it's only one color. I'm using DMC 336. And then the fabric is Confederate Gray 28 count. It just fits. It does fit though. I went all the way across just to make sure. Smart. So I'm using DMC because it's affordable and because I had some. And then, like I said last time, Alex sent me 2 skeins, and then Alex sent me 1 skein, and then another very kind person sent me 2 in an envelope. So I'm on my second skein, which should get me most way through page 2. And then I will be able to do probably page 3 with what I have left. So hopefully before I run out of floss, I will get through the whole top pages. We'll see. There's only 9 pages. Only 9. Only 9. It's nothing. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. But I love this. I wish I ordered from Bush Mountain Spinnery, I think it's called. I ordered roller frames, and they take up to 8 weeks, and I'm sure given our current climate, it's going to take at least 8. But I very much prefer a frame to a Q-snap. And I prefer a Q-snap to stitching in hand. I like the tension, and then it's easier for me to stitch if everything is straight. And with a Q-snap or a hoop, I have trouble getting that like straightness that I'm looking for, that I do get with a frame. So fingers crossed they come soon. I know that several of you have started this, and I can't wait to see all the different colors people use. I really, really like it. It's really fun and really great. So, and it is being stored in my Rika bag. That's the one good thing about using Q-snaps, is I can use my Rika bags for those. And that's the Hyde Park fabric, I think. Pretty sure. So those are my whips. Now, let's talk plans, and then we'll talk about the giveaway, and then we'll talk about haul. Sure, that's what we'll do. So Lindy Stitches, is that Stephanie Webb? Yeah. She talked in her latest Flosstube about Stitchsania, and that sounds right up my alley just because Stitch Mania makes me, oh god, all those new starts. I like having like 2 or 3 projects that I can work on like for a week and then switch and then a week. I like to see projects, and I like to finish progress, and I like to finish things. I am self-aware. But as you all probably remember from last year, I do 20 Christmas ornaments for my grandmother. And I wasn't really worried about it, but now it's May. It's time to start thinking. So what I've decided to do for Stitchsania / Mania is during the week. So I'm not going to set a goal like she does and then give herself a new start. During the week, I'm either going to work on my gingerbread village or my long dog. And on the weekends, I'm going to start an ornament. And then I want to start that ornament and finish it. And then pick back up either the gingerbread village or the long dog. And then on the weekend, start another ornament. So how many weekends are there in May? Hold, please. All right. So in May, the 2nd is a weekend. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, there's 5 weekends in May. So that means that I can start 5 ornaments, which seems like a good amount. So 5 ornaments. I'm going to use the floss that I have from the Bocelli kit that I used last year, but I'm going to pull from my magazines and stash and use fabric from stash. Also, I will, of course, I think what I'll do is next week when I film, it'll be the first weekend of ornaments, like the first one that I can start. So I will just walk you guys through the 5 ornaments that I've picked, because I haven't really had the time, which is so funny to say because I'm self-isolating at home. I haven't really had the time to go through and pick them out because I've been wanting to stitch instead. But if I could get 5 ornaments done in May, then yeah, it'll be fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Maybe Christmas will be canceled like Easter was. Who knows? I hope not. Oh God. That was depressing. No more talking for me. Anyway, that's my Stitch Mania plan. So during the week, I will either work on my long dog or my gingerbread village because I really do want to finish those. And then on the weekend, I will start an ornament and work on it until it's done. Ornaments don't usually take long because they're very small. And that's just what we're going to do. And I'm sure I will put them in one of my Rika bags and I'm going to use a small Q-snap, I guess, because my roller frames are not in yet. Womp, womp, womp. I keep hoping that they're going to just magically appear, but I don't get the shipping notifications, so I don't think so. Anyway, okay, so that's my Stitchsania plans. And then how about this? So I told you guys about my new DMC organization, which I love. I finished it. I really do like it. The only thing I don't love about it is the nice thing about the binders is I could flip through and see what colors I had. But eventually I want to have a full accounting for all, like I want to have it all. So then it won't really matter. I'll just have it all. That's like by the end of the year, my goal. You know, the next time that I can physically take my body into Joann's and they're having a 40% off sale, I'm just doing it. It'll be fine. They're like 35 cents a skein at that point. It'll be fine. People get me Joann gift cards for all of the holidays. But anyway, I decided to clean out the rest of the picture boxes I had. So that was 4 other ones because I was like, what am I keeping all these pictures and cards for? So I went through all of them and rehoused them in an under the bed storage thing that I have. But in the midst of my cards, I found a $10 Regal movie theater gift card, which I'm tempted to send to Coco so she can get Starbucks on me. And I found this knitting pattern. It's the Leaf Chaser Mitts by Celeste Young for Weston Hill Farm, which is in upstate New York. I'm going to assume I picked this up at Claremont Sheep and Wool a couple years ago. I used to live up there, and a friend of mine runs it, so I go often to help with like the kids' craft or to shop or to watch my friend's kids while she works. I'm gonna assume I picked this up there, but I just randomly found it, and they're super cute. Look how cute they are. So I think I might start that after some of the baby knitting. Maybe I'll knit this afternoon. Anyway, so that's a little bit of haul. And then, so I guess it's true what they say about things not being able to travel alone, because when my dear friend sent me the two skeins of 336, she also sent a heart and hand, the stitching bird. Look at how cute that is. Oh, it's so cute with the little threads. I really like that. And she sent me, so this is a fat eighth. It's Soft Porcelain by Luminous Fiber Arts, and it is a 40 count. And for this, I might need a magnifier. No, I think I can see it. I might. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to use it for something. I just don't know what yet. So isn't that cute? So that's my first 40 count. Thank you very much, my friend. You didn't have to do that. And then I also, in the mail, received, you guys are too nice to me. You really are. So I got a different friend, and I feel like this came to me all the way from California. Hang on, let me find the card. Hang on. It is. So this, I think. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this came to me all the way from California, and thank you to that friend. I don't usually mention the names of the people who send me things because I don't know if they want that or not, but I hope that anybody who has ever been so kind to send me something knows that I'm very grateful. But anyway, it's some old patterns. So this is Angels Remembered. This is a leisure arts book, and I don't know what year it came out. Let's check. I mean, it must say somewhere the year, but maybe it doesn't. But anyway, it's just these fun, like, angels. It's very 90s. Look at that shirt. But I think they're so pretty and they're so fun. I actually might make something for my grandmother out of here because she loves angels. So yay, thank you. And that it also came with, this is summer 1993 celebrations. So there's some fun stuff in here. This is also very 90s. I love it. And this looks like stuff that like my aunts were making when I was a kid. With just those colored frames and everything. And I'm excited. And then this is from 1995, and actually the cover picture on here, wait till you see it. Look at how pretty that is. Oh, the colors are just timeless and so pretty. Let's see if I can find, oh, there it is. It's the Easter sampler. No wonder I like it. It was stitched over 2 Belfast linen 32 count using 2 threads, and it calls for either DMC or anchor. Oh, I can't show you that part. Hang on. Well, anyway, it's so cute. It says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only son, that whatever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life." That might be my Easter Sunday start next year. Somebody remind me that this is my Easter Sunday start for next year, because I just love that. Because I already have my Lenten start. I guess I can't do all this religious stuff. Anyway, this is Oh Holy Night, Book 1 from Dimensions. And it has the nativity scene in it. Cross stitched. Look at that. Wow. wow, wow. Wow. So that's got the stocking. So that's this. Wow, that is cool. And then this is The Ivory and the Child by Pam McKee. So that's some pretty, how do I get that? There we go. So that would actually be a really good way to practice my cross stitch writing. Very pretty, very, very pretty. This is Thoughts of Wisdom. This is Stony Creek. So those are pretty also. I collect old cross stitch patterns, so and books, so I'm really enjoying this. And then, oh, here is Forest Santa, and it comes with Christmas ornaments. Timing! So it's that big old Santa stocking, and then these little guys. Look at how cute. Oh my gosh, look at that raccoon! Stop it. And the little bear. Oh, I'm making that for Mark. So Mark always gets me a stuffed bear at Christmas, I think I've told you. And his thing is to like send me little bear emojis. And then this, I wish my grandma was still alive. Like my mom's mom, my father's mother is still alive. But she was a quilter and she would have just, that would have been her thing. So this is Grandma's Favorite Chair, and that's Leisure Arts. Number 792. I wish they had the years on these. But I really like that. And it's from Yarn Crafters in San Bruno, California. And then this kind of matches. This is A Change of Seasons by Kathy Livingston, and it kind of matches the little fox I made this year. So, isn't that cute? I love fall. I love everything fall. And last but not least, I love that my aunt has things very similar that she made in her house. My Christmas angels. I love that tree. I might just pull that tree out and make that as one of my ornaments for this year, because I just think that tree is so cute. A little angel on top. I think I might do that. Making my brain work. So that was some of the lovely gifts I got in the mail. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am very grateful. During this time, I mean, people have just been so nice. I had somebody drop Diet Orange Soda off on my porch several weeks ago. My grandmother's friend brought baked goods this week for her, which was so nice. People have sent me the floss for my pavane, which is absolutely wonderful because I can't get 336 right now. I'm so ever so grateful for everyone who was so nice to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and how could I forget? This is the Floss and Beads. Actually, is this the Floss and Beads for? This might be the Floss and Beads for this one that I like so much. I think it is. Oh, gosh. Oh, thank you. Thank you, nice people, for giving me faith in humanity, which is hard right now because sometimes I really hate all of humanity a lot in an unhealthy way. Okay, so that's niceness. Now let's talk giveaway. So I had 17 comments on my last video, and I asked the Alexa from Amazon to pick a random number, and she picked number 3, and that was Sarah K. Stitches. The irony is not lost on me that she lives 2 blocks away, so I'm going to put it in her mailbox one day this week. Sarah, you're the winner. Congratulations. And then I want to continue doing giveaways during this time. So Sarah, you won the buttons and beads kit, and I hope that you really, really like it. You could add it to your stash. And then I'm going to give away the basket of eggs pattern with the button that it came with that I'm not going to use. So you won't get the floss or the fabric. It calls for a 9x9 30 count straw linen by Weeks. But you do get the button, which I think is, you know, fair. I'm never going to use it, so somebody else might as well. And there is a DMC conversion, so if you have a set of DMC, you might have it all. So anyway, if you would like to completely on brand for me stitch the Basket of Eggs by Shakespeare's Peddler, leave me a comment and I will pick someone next week. Good luck, and I hope that you win. Now let's talk. Oh, I had other Stitchy Kindness. Haul and Stitchy Kindness continue at minute 36. I got my first Clay by Kim. So my name is Katie Carney. Obviously, my grandfather's people hail from Ireland. During the potato famine, we've been here for a while. We've lived in this house for 130 years. But I've been to Ireland twice, and I love St. Patrick's Day, and I love things that are Celtic-y. So a friend of mine knew that I wanted this, and she picked it up and sent it to me. So another friend, thank you very kindly. I didn't initially love, like, I liked this because it wasn't a dragon, but now I really like the dragons. But y'all, you gotta get there in like 2 seconds when she posts them on the Etsy, and I've never happened to be there when she posts them, so I don't know how people do it, how they get them, but I'm really happy to have one, and maybe someday I will get myself a dragon. Maybe, probably not. But anyway, that was another bit of Stitchy Kindness that came yesterday. And then I do have some haul. I have much more coming, because again, like, what is wrong with me whenever I think I'm done shopping? So I got this from 1884 Stitchery. It is 40 skeins of the Gentle Arts thread. Today's job for the afternoon is going to be sorting and putting that all away in my floss boxes. She did a really good sale. Like, I think it was 40 or 40. It might have been 45. But it was like $85 and free shipping. And it came in like 2 days flat. Like, the girl ships real fast. And it's just a variety of colors that she had. It was a lot of them. So I got that. Of course, all of the projects that I have in the process of being kitted didn't call for any of those colors. Such is life. So then I got that. And Liz Matthews has been doing free shipping on a project a day. And I was really annoyed because when she did that, I did not get Charleston, which I really, really wanted. But then she posted the grain sack sampler. Hang on. And I just fell in love with this. Like, I think it's so cute. And it was free shipping. I think her patterns are like $12, Liz, maybe. So I decided to get it. But as I said before, a pattern can't travel alone. And I have been looking at Charleston for literally no reason. Like, nautical is not my thing, but I love this. Since Market. So I ended up paying shipping anyway, because I had to pay shipping for Charleston. But so I got these 2 patterns from her. And then she included, a free pattern that says love. And it's very, very cute. It's a small, it's 59 by 67. There's actually a lot of stitches in there. And then she wrote a cute little note card that I have hanging up because I like to hang things up. So after I ordered this, I was like, you know, Stitcher Mel and her friend Tracy are always talking about this store in Baltimore that will kit things up for you. So I'm going to find that store and I'm going to call. And I did. I called Dreama in Baltimore. She had me on the phone 2 days in a row for like a half hour while I was working. I made up the time. But anyway, she had me on the phone and we were chatting and she's so lovely. Well, she is kitting up Charleston for me. Now, I didn't even look at what the floss was until I was ordering. It's MPI silk. Calls for silk. So I got the silk for that. I kitted up Consider the Lilies, which costs a fortune. It will cost a fortune because I got the fabric and the floss for that. I kitted up, what else did I kit? Hang on. I forgot, I have more haul. I got Coffee Quaker also by Heartstring. I asked her to kit that up because why not? I asked her to kit up. I guess the only other thing I asked her to kit up. And I just got I have the fabric for this, but Love Always. This was a market exclusive, and it's Classic Colorworks in Weeks, and it's Annie B's Love Always, which you've all seen here before. So I kitted this, Coffee Quaker, Charleston, and Consider the Lilies, and I told her it didn't matter, like, I was in no rush for it, understanding that the nobody can dye floss right now because of the stay-at-home orders and fabric isn't going out. And I was like, it's fine. And I figured she'd charge me right away so that current Katie could pay for it and future Katie could be happy about it. But she hasn't charged me yet, so I don't know how much it's all gonna cost. Oh God. It's fine. Everything's fine. I was like in a fugue state and I had like talked to her the day before about a couple patterns and she has a memory on her and she's like, oh, did you want to kit this up still? Oh, did you want to kit this up? And I was like, oh, I had kind of decided not to. But she's lovely to talk to and I'm excited. And then I don't think I'll have anything left that is not kitted that I haven't like an active want to stitch. So no more shopping. That's it. I'm done. Done. So I'm done. I can't anymore. I'm lying to you. I bought a Rika bag a couple weeks ago. Anyway, no more kitting things up. I want to finish the Gingerbread Village fairly soon, and then I think I'm going to do either Mary Mary or Kringles next. And then that'll be it. Anyway, like I said, no more shopping, lots of stitching, fine. I am 43 minutes in. I babbled at you for a long, long time. I hope that you guys are all well and happy and still healthy and that the weather is nicer where you are than it is here. Although pouring down rain does make for good stitching, and I think I'm going to go make some tea and get some stitching done. Stay safe, be happy, much, much love.